Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing a speed through voiceover. Not a super fast speed through, just on like double speed, but I am planning for the week of July 3rd through the 9th. And I'm in my Sweet Kawaii Design planner per usual. I'm using the July 4th kit from Sweet Kawaii Design and using that matte hollow washi from Simply Gilded, and I was trying to show you guys all the things that I was doing. It was nap time on Sunday when I filmed this, so I had the boys' monitor up. I was watching Perfect Match on Netflix, good some good trash reality TV. And then I was drinking some coffee. So you're going to hear a lot of background noise, and I will just apologize for all of it all at once. The dogs are in here. I'm drinking coffee. The little chicky nug is underneath his Finding Nemo play area, so you can hear like bubbles going in the background. Maybe it's soothing. I'm not sure. But he's trying to poop also, so you might hear him squawk every now and then. Oh, and Linus found Jensen's muffin wrapper, so that's awesome. Anywho, the last couple weeks have been a little insane. Mental health wise, I feel like is more to blame than anything else. With my husband losing his job, and then he has a job now. I don't know if I don't think I would have talked about that. But he doesn't start until July 31st. So we got a hot minute where we don't have a lot of income coming in, but everything's going to be okay because um, of my trust fund, which I can kind of get into in a little bit here, because it's something that I posted on Instagram. I won't go into like the details of it here either, but it is part of my life. It's going on, and I don't really have a lot to hide. So, um, Linus is slowly creeping in on me. I tried to do this voiceover last night, so Sunday night, but we live in a rural-ish town outside of Kansas City, and people shoot off fireworks like it's a second job. So it was pretty loud, and my dogs don't handle fireworks well at all. So they were very upset, not not here for it. So I couldn't. There was just no way to actually do a voiceover, which is fine. But I got everything like prepped and ready for the video so I could do it first thing in the morning while my husband is taking our oldest to daycare. They are open today, and there's no reason for him not to go. We could have had a long 4-day weekend, but we didn't have any plans today, so he went to daycare. He'll be happier there because they'll be doing stuff, and he'll get to play outside. And not saying that he wouldn't get to play outside and do stuff here, it's just that he really loves daycare. Anyway, on to the plans. um, well, I guess I can talk a little bit about my mental health while the background's video is going on, while I'm putting down the bones of my kit, because it's the same standard stuff. Until we get to the sidebar, I switched up like one thing this week, but I can talk about it when we get there. I think I didn't realize, maybe it's not like my mental health is bad right now, but I think the postpartum aspect, it does hit a little bit harder, and because I'm not in a very good routine, taking my meds has also not been very consistent, which I know has a lot to do with it. So, trying really hard to find a good time of the day when they can be consistent. And I think I need to do it like either first thing when I wake up, which would be ideal. Like I turn off the monitor, I take my meds. That would be the good idea. But maybe also when Collins goes down for his first nap. But sometimes we're not home, so I probably just need to do it when I get up. Yeah. I would say like when I brush my teeth, but honestly, I don't brush my teeth first thing in the morning because I drink coffee, so I'll go back later and do it, which I guess I could leave it there. But then sometimes, well, that would work because I always brush my teeth at some point in the morning. Like, I don't know. Anyway, um, so that would be why there was no video last week. The timing also, sometimes with the boys' naps on the weekend, is not very helpful because sometimes Jensen doesn't nap. Um, which is no big deal. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm finding excuses. Maybe I just didn't want to film last week. I also didn't even set up my planner at all. You're going to see at the end of the video, I go through the last several weeks and kind of show you where I'm at in my planner. I haven't touched my memory planner at all this year. So I will have 2 weeks off where Collins will be at daycare and so will Jensen. And I plan on hitting my planner stuff pretty hard in those weeks because sometimes it's hard to like start a planner project and not be able to finish it before the kids wake up, and then I just feel like everything's in a state of chaos. So I'll have a couple weeks there, and I really would like to, I mean, it's an over ambitious goal to get my memory planner like 100% caught up, but it'd be great if I could finish last year's memory planner and then get like a good chunk of this year's done. I think it's realistic to do. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. There is one thing I am putting some checklists down for this week, Monday through Thursday. Just because I've got a lot of like little things that I need to remember to do that aren't getting done because I keep forgetting about them, like scheduling appointments and things like that. And then we are actually going out of town on Friday, and we're going to be road tripping to Arkansas. So we live near Kansas City. We're going to Arkansas, and it's about a 6-ish hour drive. So am I looking forward to the drive with an almost 3-year-old and almost 3-month-old? No, I'm not. Do I think it's going to be awful? No, I don't actually. Collins is in a very chill, like, space right now. He's pretty much a potato. He likes to get out and stretch, but, like, other than that, he's pretty content. And Jensen can be persuaded with YouTube videos and Disney Plus. And he likes to draw and color on his doodle pads and read books, so he's gonna be a-okay. But oh, I can't remember. I was bringing up the screen. I was trying to see. I think Jensen kept waking up during nap a lot. But is there anything else I wanted to talk about, like specifically this week? We don't really know our plans in Arkansas. We have an Airbnb. We are sharing it with like 4 sets of family-ish kind of. Well, 3 others, 4 including us. It's my classmates from my OT school, like my best friends from school, and their families or their spouses, and we're just gonna reconnect, I guess, again, and kind of hang out. They've not ever met the kids, like, because I had both boys after the OT program ended, and I'm just very excited to see everyone. I spent so much time with them during those 2.5 years of getting my master's degree, and I miss them. I do. I do. So I'm like very excited to go on this trip and share off my kids and show off my kids, share them with my friends. So it'll be a good time, and I'm excited to see their kids as well. On the sidebar, I'll just pause real fast to take a note. So I've not been wearing my watch. Not that I'm not interested in tracking my steps, but I'm in my brother's wedding in a few weeks, and my tan line from my watch is bad. And I don't want that to, like, it's bad. It's tan and then ghostly white underneath. So I've been trying to even that out. The only time I've been wearing it is when I do go on runs outside, but otherwise when I'm outside, the watch is off. It did help. I got a sunburn there the other day. Like, my arm didn't burn, only in the spot where my watch was. So that was kind of interesting and fun. So I'm just trying to even out my skin tone a little bit so that it's just not so obvious in all of their pictures. But yeah, so not tracking steps because I've not been wearing it, which is fine. It's not been bothering me super to not know how many steps I'm walking. As soon as their wedding's done, that watch is going back on because, like, I'm competitive and I've kind of been enjoying trying to get 10,000 steps every day. again for the first time in a hot minute. So I'm just tracking meals. Although I'm hesitant to do so because what I put down for tonight, like I already don't think is going to happen. Um, like it might have to be a tomorrow thing and then switch with like probably just do sandwiches tonight for dinner. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So yes, checklist. I just had to. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm yawning and I'm probably not gonna edit it out. The checklist just because we've got like little things that I want to make sure to get done for my husband's job, and like I need to schedule a couple appointments and do some paperwork things and get some things done for work. I've also been doing summer evaluations, which they're not like super time consuming or anything. It's only been like 16 hours of work by the end of it, but it's a little extra cash. It helps for our situation right now, which I'm thankful for. And it's been nice. Originally, I was going to have Collins at home with me by myself this summer, so I told them I could only do things virtually. Well, with my husband being home, he was able to stay home with Collins so that I could go do some of the evaluations in person that I was able to actually attend, which was actually nice to get out of the house and see my coworkers and just do the job that gives me like life's purpose. My kids bring me purpose, like there's other things that give me purpose, but my job is very important to me. I've never really shied away from saying that my job is pretty important. So yeah, I am putting down underneath that top full box in the corner the Books and Planners Book Club read for the month. I'm not going to read that this week. I needed something a little bit like more light and fluffy before I head into that book. Um, just where my mind is at. So this week I would like to read Love Theoretically by Ellie Hazelwood. Super love her stories so far, so should be a fairly quick read for me, but I also don't want to spend my entire day reading. I need a good balance of things. Oh, this was me freaking out because as I'm watching Perfect Match, something happens, and I don't want to say it if you haven't watched it and haven't any intention in watching it, but like something happened at the end of the season, and I was just like, I was happy. Now, have I done any research to see if that happiness still holds true? I have not, so I don't know. It could have been fake happiness. So, the jury's out on that one. I need to do some investigating today. Um, but anyway, oh yay, another yawn. So that started reading sticker is going to be for Love Theoretically. I kind of have to mess around with the spacing on Monday because I would have ideally liked another space, but I really wanted to use the half box, so I ended up just having to space things out better, and it worked out okay, so not a big deal. Other than that, on Monday, which is today, holy heck, um, I need to, I need to refill my prescription. I need to go pick up my prescription, and then the bottom half box at the end of the day is just for whatever we end up doing tonight, which if Jensen poops on the potty at daycare today, we're going to be taking him to the lawn care store, which, okay, just bear with me on this because it sounds a little wackadoodle, but such is my son. This is his final poop on his poop chart, and then we will no longer be tracking his ability to poop in a toilet because he's been doing very well. He had like a week regression there that I was getting really frustrated with because he was peeing in the car seat, pooping his pants, like just being a little rebellious turd. Um, but things have been better now, and we're back on track with potty training. So, last and final poop on the poop chart thing. And we were at my dad's house yesterday, and my bonus mom Carla is like really into gardening and flowers and keeping things alive. She's got a very green thumb, and I do not. She had a calla lily. It's red and it's gorgeous. And Jensen tried to like pick it and pull the whole dang plant out of the pot. And I went to him and I said, buddy, you can't just do that. Like, 'cause he's been picking like tomatoes and peppers at her house. And so I think he's just like overgeneralizing and thinks that he can pick anything. He's got his like whole fisted hand on this calla lily and he's like yanking it and he's like, but it's so pretty and I just want it. I was like, but buddy, it's a plant. Like we don't pick plants. He goes, I just want to take it home with me. And I said, well, but it's not ours to take. So he has decided that for his final poop sticker, instead of a toy from Target, he would like a flower. So that's what we're doing. And hopefully I can keep it alive. Oh, yeah, we're gonna hope for the best. Maybe he'll pick out something completely different there, but he loves the lawn store anyway. Tuesday is 4th of July, so no daycare, no soccer, no swim. We have no plans as of right now, so everything will be just fine. I don't know what our plans are. Wednesday, oh my goodness. So Wednesday, I have a secret shop in the morning at Kawaii Factory. And then my husband was like, well, why don't we just stay out and about shopping until your eye doctor appointment at 11:30. So we're going to do Kawaii Factory, and then we're just going to go thrifting. Like, I just love walking through thrift stores. If I buy anything, I mean, I probably will buy a couple of things just because that's how it always happens. But it's more fun to walk through the stores for me. I don't know. So we're going to do that, and then I had my eye doctor appointment at 11:30. So that's super fun, and then we get to come home for a little bit, and then we'll have to turn around and pick up Jensen at daycare at the end of the day. But I believe that's all I had room for on Wednesday because of the full box and having the checklist. I could only put like my morning plans, which is fine. Thursday, I'm thinking about going to lunch with a coworker. We'll see if that works out. So I didn't note it in here, but I did write down that we need to pack the bags because, well, we need to pack all of our stuff for the trip because we're going to head out fairly early on Friday just to try and time bottles with Collins in a semi-appropriate timeline, so we're not having to stop all the time. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to be laying down functional things at the end because we don't have any plans at all for our trip to Arkansas other than like we're getting there and then we're leaving. Other than that, no plans, which is totally fine with me. We like collectively as a group enjoy going to wineries and microbrews and just good food. So my kids are definitely the youngest. There will be 2 other kids there, but they're older. So we'll see. I think everyone's super excited to meet them though. So I'm trying not to stress about how hard some of it might be because it may be super easy because they may just like pass the baby around and like play with Jins. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks for hanging in with me for this plan with me. I did put in there, I want to film, edit, and upload my plan with me on Thursday. Shouldn't be any reason why that can't work out. So that you'll actually have a video go up while I'm gone. That's my hopes and dreams anyway. We'll see if that happens. I thought I would be in a better routine this summer. I'm just not. I don't know. I think having my husband home has really thrown me a lot. Not in a bad way. It's not been bad at all. It's just been different than years past and what I was expecting. And also just having a baby at home with me too is different in the summer. But okay, this video will end in approximately a minute. There's not been a whole, oh, I didn't even talk about the trust. It's a little too late now. That may be a topic for another video. Essentially, family members died. I have a trust. The trust has been extremely helpful for us to pay for daycare. It's also being extremely helpful that we'll be able to rely on it to get the we did rely on it to get the pre-approval for my house. Yeah, it's just really too long to get into. It was a really there's a lot of emotions that go behind it, And so I just don't think I can adequately talk about it in the time here. So if I remember, it can be a topic of discussion on my next video, but just know it took a lot of my mental health, took a toll a little bit. Because it feels so crappy to be like, oh, I got this money and now it's made my life worse, because that's not the case at all. But it is a very emotional thing, and I've been kind of battling that like inner battle. Here's where I'm flipping through. You'll see how some of the things are not done. I still need to go fill in some weeks, and like the whole week is blank. But anyway, see you guys later.